Good afternoon. My name is Pam Coleman, and this afternoon I will show you how to add assignments to your Google Classroom. It's very simple. So, this is your classroom homepage, and you're going to click on the class that you have created. The Stream tab may have already been activated, so you'll want to go over to Classwork at the top, and this is where you're going to see where you can create an assignment, or you can create a question, add material, create a quiz, reuse a post. All those things are available here. So when you choose to create, I'm going to use Create Assignment. Now, your first assignment may be a welcome note to your students, and maybe you even attach a funny video that you've created with Screencastify, or something you found that you'd like to share with your students. But we're going to go with a narrative essay as an example. You'll see here that you'll put your instructions in the order that you're going to add them with the resources below. So I'll use my paperclip to add. My resources are already in my Google Drive, so I'm going to click Google Drive, and they should show up under Recent. So let's see here. Here is actually the article I would like for my students to read. I'm going to select it, and that's going to show up at the top. Once again, add the article since it's number one. So the next thing I will do would go to number two and add the doc. I've created a template for the doc. And once again, Recent will let me see it near the top because I've added it recently. So here's my template. And I just, when I touch it, it turns to highlighted and I can add it. And now you see I have two things for my students that support the instructions above. Now, I would caution you, if you're going to give out a PDF, you can leave this as students can view the file. That'll be fine. But if you want students to work within a file and you're giving them a Google Doc, you need to use the drop down and select Make a Copy for each student. This literally makes individual copies for your students and allows your students to work independently on that copy, and even puts the name on the document when it's turned in by the student. So you can see that this is on the right hand side some other criteria I can select for this assignment. If you recall, I said in my previous video that if you would go ahead and create your classes, if you made one assignment, you could push it to multiple classes. So when I do my drop down, you can see I could actually add this assignment to all of my classes if I wanted, or cherry pick the classes that I want to have it. So that is an amazing feature of Google Classroom. Make it one time and share it multiple times through that underneath your four. And then I can also select all students here. These are my sample students, but I can deselect them or cherry pick them as well. So once your students join, you'll have those options, which are fantastic. Now, lastly, I would suggest not making a due date right now simply because it may stress students out. I would also always use your topic feature. Always create a topic for what you're working on with your students. So this is specific to what you want to do and how you want your classroom to look. If you want it thematic or units or subject specific, however you want to do it, make your topic and put it here. And once you make it, it'll show back up and then you can just always select it. So we're going to just call this writing for now. So that'll be my topic. And when I go up to assign, I'll use the drop down. And I would very much suggest here that you use your schedule if you want to build out assignments for later in the future. But you can also save as draft. Just be careful that you don't assign during family time late in the evening. And that really is how simple it is. You can create assignments, add materials, and deliver these to your students through Google Classroom. And we'll do another video with tips and tricks on Classroom for you to have as well. Thank you so much.